Salam, shalom, wise Salah speaking. All praises to the rising peace and wisdom. Giving you all a chance to get in here. I'm sick. I make it through this video. In any event, wise Salah speaking. Can I get a sound check, please? Wise Salah speaking. Peace and wisdom, off great prosperity, and everyone else. It mean you got COVID when you can't catch your breath? What the fuck is wrong with you? I think I got COVID or something. Keep getting out of breath. I haven't spoken yet. Every time I'm speaking, I keep getting out of breath. And I ain't doing nothing though. In any event, subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell as well so you know when I go live. If you missed the live, you'll have to become a channel member to play it back. So either subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell, or just become a channel member and you catch the lives whenever you want. Play them back as many times as you want. Now, can I get a sound check, please? I want to do this deep video explaining how heaven is a place in hell. I know some of you guys probably think that's like a phrase, but it's in all the texts. It's not something I made up, so I want to explain this. Now, I guess enough of you are in here. If y'all have any questions, please ask. Do I look spaced? Feels strange. Here's the thing, everybody. I know how y'all get down. Y'all only give back for negative shit. Here's the thing, guys. I have to give back because I have COVID. I need help with my with my COVID doctor bills. Salam, shalom. I gotta stop playing. I'm really sick, but I'm just like the kind of person, where that don't matter. Salam, shalom. When I got shot, I was like that. I was laughing and joking. You get it? Gotta appreciate life. It's a deep thing. But, I'm good with discomfort. So, I'm just saying that. So you can grasp. I really am sick. But, life don't stop because you're sick. Now, I want to do this deep video. Peace and wisdom, the unknowable. R. Junior, Day Snow. Off grid, you dig, and everyone else. Pardon my, beautifulness. Can y'all see my gray chest hairs? I am getting white. I'm sorry. Let me shut up. We got gray chest hairs. I say, whoa, cat daddy. I didn't even stop. Straight to the pubes. Like, hold on, big baby. We good down there. That's deep. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. They say I have ego because, we live in an angry world. Really nice. People need to get it together. This is the end times. That's why I'm doing this video here. Now, heaven is a place in hell. Heaven, the root word is like haven, meaning haven derives from heaven, or vice versa. Heaven is the top floor suite of hell. Peace and wisdom, Day Snow. You say you were studying the Yuga cycles. Yeah, we in the Kali Yuga. Deep in it. After the Kali Yuga, then, pretty much over. Judgment Day time. I'm going to explain all of that as well, but let me get through explaining to you guys how heaven is a place in hell. Now, heaven is like the top floor suite of hell. It's like the last place in hell. So, I know some of you guys are going to disagree. So, in Islam, you have the Al Sirat Bridge. If you're not a Muslim, this is okay. In their belief system, when you die, so hellfire is going to be roaring and scratching and growling at your feet. There's this skinny bridge, skinnier than me, Slim Bridge. Slim Bridge. You have to make it across this bridge to get the Jannah. Jannah is like a haven in hell. People that follow Islam, they're gonna say like Jannah's heaven. So I'm just saying that to make my point. If you're a Muslim and you say, "Oh, this is stupid," heaven has nothing to do with hell. Well, according to your text, heaven and hell is in the same place. You just have to cross the bridge to get to heaven, and don't slip and fall into hell, which is growling and crawling at your feet. Hell is a living person, all living being in Islam. Hungry. Correlates with your own hunger. So when you hear your stomach growling, no, hell is real. Hell eats, not you. Hell does. Hell is within you. So all that's without, meaning all that's external of self, is within self. As within, so without. Now, if you're a Christian, you can go to Luke 16, 19 through 31. Luke chapter 16, verse 19 through 31. This is the verse where Lazarus is in hell. He's begging Abraham, "Can I suck on your finger? Please, just dip your finger." Spicy shit. But, just to make my point again, according to Christianity, if you read Luke 16, 19 through 31, so it's like I said, heaven is on the top floor of hell. If Lazarus is looking up at the people in heaven, and the people of heaven are looking down at the people in hell saying, unfortunate. And so I'm saying that so whoever you are, you can be clear. The scholarship go deep. I didn't make that up, that heaven is the top floor of hell. Y'all belief systems say that. I'm just telling you, like, heaven and hell is in the same place. Meaning heaven is hell. It's just a nice, I said it's the top floor Frank White suite. Now, in order for you guys to grasp, y'all need to know what hell is. And hell is this whole existence that we live in. So, all the dark cosmic space that we can't escape out of, and everything all the way down to the physical matter. This is all hell, all of that. And so you have heavens in this hell, so to say. And when you're dealing with Hinduism and they're explaining samsara and escaping samsara, is speaking of that. Understanding that the world you live in is a body no different than your own. And that living and dying are reincarnation, which is the same when y'all wake up every day. It's like micro-reincarnation. Y'all fall into unconsciousness, then y'all come back conscious. Y'all die, then y'all come back to life. You know, that never-ending cycle. From the micro to the macro, meaning y'all experience reincarnation or dying and coming back alive from the microest aspect you could think of. So blinking. Right? When y'all blink, in that split piece of millimicrosecond, everything shut down. Like unconsciousness on the microest aspect you could think of. And then so on and so forth. When y'all inhale, exhale, unconscious, conscious. But it happens fast, so y'all don't, meaning when you blink, it's too quick. When y'all fall into sleep, so this is a process, then it's grasped. And when y'all die and come back alive, same thing. And so when I say earth is hell or this is hell, I'm speaking of the whole existence we're in. But it's not something I made up. It come from the scholarship, and it just come from the reality of y'all, you know, being aware. So, in Christianity, I suppose God has to save you from this place because it's hell. Now, let's use the book of the two ways so that you guys can grasp, you know, this heaven and hell thing. Now, physical life or this whole existence we're in, which is physical life, this is, you know, hell. And of course in hell you have a heaven. Now, physical life is heaven. Meaning, if you can grasp this whole existence we live in is hell, but there's heavens in hell. So then you have to grasp, physical life is the heaven in hell, or that top floor suite, you know, the upper room. If you lost, you have unconsciousness, or all of dark cosmic space, and everything is in that. So you have many dreams in unconsciousness. Physical life is like all those dream places in unconsciousness manifested. So y'all still have dark cosmic space or nighttime and physical, and you get it? All the places. When I say dream, y'all go to many different places when y'all dream. But when y'all, to get to dream, you gotta go into, you know, unconscious. You get it? So in that, even awake is in unconscious. Y'all wake up from unconscious. If you can grasp your unconscious, it's like the dark cosmic space. Then you can grasp all is in the unconscious. Meaning, the whole realms is the abyss or hell. And of course you have heavens in it. If I'm not clear on something, let me know. Put up a 1 or something. Now, like I said, I'm sick, so just bear with me. All the places in dream manifest as physical life. So physical life is just dream manifested, or the last dream, meaning like the fixed dream, the pinnacles of dream, the top floor, unconscious dream awake. So physical life is the heaven that y'all have heard about in hell. But of course, physical life is a manifestation of dream, so you do have heaven and dream as well. Dream being like afterlife, both of them one and the same. So at the end of y'all day, which is y'all little life, y'all die or y'all go to sleep, and sometime the mind carry over, y'all have a dream. In the long run of things, so y'all live y'all life, y'all die, mind carry over, y'all have what's known as an afterlife, and based on the emotional state gathered up to that point. Same way when you go to sleep, your dream or your nightmare gonna be based on, your emotional state. And so, physical life is dream. I know some of you guys will say this is not heaven. Well, in Revelations it says, I seen a star fall from heaven, meaning heaven ain't that good if people getting kicked out of it. Meaning everybody in heaven ain't good. So, this is heaven. The thing is, stars get kicked out. Good people are in heaven amongst the bad. It's always the same wherever you go. Now, physical life is heaven, but of course, the people in life have messed that up and made it a hell. He said, hell is empty. All the demons are here. Yeah, I see most of you guys don't want to grasp. He said, the first concept I'm not grasping. Can y'all miss me with the strange talk? Concepts and stupid stuff. I'm speaking real life. So snap into real life. That's the first thing will help you grasp. Y'all get lost on reference. If I explain to you in Islam how heaven is in hell, and I explain to you in Christianity how heaven is in hell, why you lost on the reference? I said heaven is in hell. Now I'm giving you reference if you believe in something else. I like to be followers of things, but come here. But please don't get lost on stupid talk. It's concepts and all of this weird stuff. I ain't here for concepts. How many times I gotta say that? It's not I guess wisdom. This the reality. You don't know what unconscious is, nigga? You don't know what dream is, nigga. Now, be clear what you don't grasp. Saying this concept I ain't grasping. I don't like your tone, nigga. Rewrite it right. Stop bullying y'all this way. That's what I be scared to comment. It's me. Fuck all that, man. Y'all tacky, bro. I'm tired of fucking telling y'all about y'all etiquette, nigga. Get that shit together. You talking like weirdos, like y'all scared of some shit. And they be coming out mad rude or mad fucking bozoed out. You got time for that. Nigga, you don't know. Hopefully the rest of y'all grasp. If y'all don't, I don't understand. This the end time, so it's like they say, deaf, dumb, and blind in hell, so you feel me? Okay, thank you, Lorenzo Bukes. Every now and then, I know some of y'all clock in here, you like, nah, come to get the wisdom, you feel me? But I see niggas coming here dumb. Just let me know, because I'm talking to people like you, truly, Lorenzo. I have to be just once every now. Silence, we up in here, big baby. Then I ain't got to get lost on because the fools be representing all of y'all because they the only ones that say something. So, I be knowing in my mind, like, it got to be was in there. I look at it like me. Like, if I was in there, I probably wouldn't say nothing either. Because I'm just wise. And dumb niggas already commented, so I don't want to fall in into the... like if your brother pissed your mama off, so you like, damn, I was going to go ask for something, but this stupid idiot just pissed her off. Now, if I go ask, she might be like, nah, just because of him. Like, so I'll be like that, but... I'm not disrespecting you, Silas. Come on, bro. I'm sorry, noble. You not. I'm just playing delicateness. Come on now. Don't cry. Just be clear what you saying. That's it. We all family. Like, let's be mad delicate. Come on, Solace, don't yell at me. Brother, I'm sorry. Come on, big baby. Be tough. Let the chicks cry. Like, I'd rather say sorry to women, not really men. Tell a nigga sorry. I'm sorry I cursed you out, you mad delicate nigga. I'll do it, but you feel me? That's not what I'm trying to make niggas weak. Like, I'm here to strengthen y'all up. Pull up with your shirt open, bony as fuck, fat as fuck. Who cares? You a man. You do what you want. You just have to just take it. But I'm trying to get y'all there, crying and shit. Gonzalez, oh Gonzalez, I'm not disrespecting you, Gonzalez. Come on. If you say big baby, I'll leave you. If you put a big baby on the internet, I'll leave you alone. Talk to me right. That's all I ask. Say, excuse me, Mr. Solace, Mr. Big Baby. I'm not grasping. Then I'll straighten you out. Now, you want to reword whatever you was asking, so I can get on with this, explaining how heaven is the top floor, sweet and hell. I thought I was done with that part. I was explaining to you guys how physical life or the whole existence where is hell. From the unconscious, past the dream, all the way to the awake. All of that's hell. Meaning you as a mind, you're trapped in all of that. If you're speaking the outer perspective, all the dark cosmic space, all the stars are lights y'all see, all the way down to the physical matter, it's all in the dark cosmic space or the unconscious. So it's all perspective. Meaning, y'all get to see the inner on the out. Meaning y'all see all the dark cosmic space, the stars and everything in it, and then the physical matter that we walk around on. Y'all see this. Now y'all experience this like, unconscious. That's all the dark cosmic space. You as a mind. You get it? So you experience what you see, but there's no connection, if that makes sense. The Saxon said, hell is other people. Salam, shalom. Speaking of the place right now, chant peace and wisdom. Now, where was that? Thank you, Lorenzo Bukes. You should get back to Lorenzo Bukes. I like you even more. That's the only thing you're missing about yourself, champ. Good mind. Bad man. I never seen you give back, big baby. Bad manners. Bad manners. Good mind. Bring it all together. You feel me? 50s hunt. I'm sorry. You get back. Now, where was that? Physical life. Everything's in hell. Yeah. Physical life is the heaven and hell y'all have heard of. Of course, when one dies, like I said, physical life is just manifested dream or manifested hell. Salam. And so, when y'all die, just like when y'all fall into sleep and have dream, you can experience a good dream or a nightmare. You get it? A heaven or a hell. It's gonna last as long as it lasts. Hell, you can get. Oh, I know you a woman. I'm sorry. I thought you was a dude crying. Yeah, when women cry, be like, "Don't disrespect me, Silas. I'm just a lady. I'm just a delicate flower." That's different. I'm like, I'm sorry. You want some of this cow? I'm sorry. You want some of this milk with magnesia to make it even? Men don't know their value. We got this thing called seminal fluid, white gold. This shit could make a whole baby like come out. And it's the healthiest shit in life. Like it heals everything. As long as you got most of your ether flowing through you, that's the seminal fluid. Man can't get sick. You get it? You get the busting ass and letting off all his milk of magnesia. You need that magnesia. So we let his soul glow go for pleasures. Women need that white milk. So this is their whole existence. But they're crafty. So they figured out how to make you guys pay them for what they would pay y'all for. We speaking milk of magnesius. I cursed you out. Weird off like that. Semen is quite expensive. Just, you know. If you didn't know that. Trill Chris said, I know this is kind of irrelevant, but how can I find a name for myself? It's Trill Chris, I thought. Thank you, Slang. Good answer. Now, he wasn't talking to you, so don't let that happen again, unless I may have to curse you out, because good etiquette is important here, nigga. And what's it? Nobody talking to you. And if you don't learn these things, you're going to get shot in real life. Right? So this is schooling for real life. No one's talking to you. You shut your fucking mouth and keep your ears open. You listen out for the mailman, nigga. The check's coming. Wasting your time getting in people's business, then they stab you. Like, get the fuck out of here. So, I know it was a little harsh, but I'm just to put these things in your life so you grasp. People don't play that. Like, it's not YouTubing. It's gonna slip and do that in real life. But that was a good answer that you told me. Focus on who you are, not a name. Yes, you was talking about like a street name or a nickname. Usually those things is given. Y'all are strange in the day. So my nickname is Cheese. But no, I didn't make that up. People just started calling me J Cheese. And it just sticks. Like, you can't pick your name in the hood. They're going to call you whatever they want. And you might have a couple of fights about it. And at some point, you're just like, whatever. It's my name, yeah. So that's usually how it happens. You get more to the newer times, y'all a little strange, so y'all give yourselves names. You have to earn a name. Usually, when you from the streets, niggas just be like, hey, nigga, you gotta earn a name. They like, so-and-so. Until then, you just, hey, nigga, you know that nigga, you know that strange nigga that be like, you'll be a nigga until you make a name for yourself. That's just how it really goes. I'm sorry. Rest in faith. Thank you, precious soul. She said Solace is handsome. See, you precious. My grandma told me that I was handsome. Intelligent and amazing. Yeah, you hit this up. You girl, you good. I'm thinking about getting a woman co-host. You should be it for me, because you're really wise. She said, I want him to be my boyfriend in the future. Damn, what are you, 7? Thank you, Cat Daddy. How old are you? I want him to be my boyfriend in the future. 15 right now. Old and ugly. They're gonna be old and wrinkled, big baby. You better stop it. I'm just playing. The Saxon said Trill Van Gogh. I really look that young to y'all. Said I'm actually 12. Trying to get a nigga locked up. I got a son your age. Split image of me. He will break. That's how I know you're really not 12. I know your parents would. I would hope, but we live in times I wouldn't know. But I'm gonna have to stop talking to you because I don't want to go to jail. You hear? Now, who's older? I know. Let's get to the older chicks. I'm not really look that young. I look 12, y'all. The fuck, my nigga? I'm little. Tell me I'm cute, I already know. This is my whole life. Oh my God, he is so cute. I'm 30. Oh, look at this. Oh my God, when he grow up. I'm 30. You 25. What are you even talking about? But they don't pay me no mind. pat me on my head and shit. Oh my God, he's adorable. Who's his mother? Bitch, I'm out here watching y'all. She's 15 and shit. I'm your mother, boyfriend. She got me out here watching y'all. So this shit get, this shit get weird. Like, hold on. Fucking little kid just pinched my cheeks, talking about I'm so cute. It's rough. But I don't complain. You take the good with the bad. You have this thing called cougars. They my age, but they were looking for young men. So I like I'm one of them. Give me some cougar vagina. Once I tell her the truth. Man, you 40? Sorry. I didn't know it was about age. I thought you just wanted to look. Old chicks get mad if they find out you old, big baby. You keep the lie going. Now, where was I at? Explaining hell? I'm sorry, I'm making y'all laugh. I didn't mean to. I'm sick. Come on. I'm sick, you know. You get weird when I'm sick. Now, as I said, heaven is a place in hell. Physical life is that place. Do any of you guys know where I can get this tattoo removed? Because y'all are getting on my last nerves. People in the street asking me about this shit. Is that real? Showing my gray hair like young man. Come on, blood. Let's talk about this shit. So, if anybody watches me and you like, maybe you got a family member that removed tattoos, let me know. Now, I know y'all probably like, why you don't just Google? Because I'm trying to get it for free. You called me. What the fuck? I heard you trying to get a tattoo removed. Yeah, for free. It's just free, right? So, it's worth a try. Now, where was that? Heaven is a place in hell. And physical life is the heaven or the place in hell. Hopefully you guys grasp all of cosmic space as well as the unconscious mind and how I said everything is in that. Meaning everything is manifesting from the unconscious mind, from all of the dark cosmic space. This is your menses, or your material, meaning your matter. Now, let's use the book of the two ways and samsara so y'all can grasp that heaven is a place in hell. And then you have real heaven, which is called like nirvana in Hinduism. So, in the book of the two ways, this is like your book of the dead text. You have a place called Rastar in Aru, Aaru, and Rastar is Rostau. Now, Rastar, this is like the most divine place that any soul could go. This is the body of Osiris. It's in the darkness, but it's just on fire. And this is where Osiris goes, renews itself. It's known as the body of Osiris, the same way like the Benben noun is like Amin's body. It's where he finds refuge at. So you have this place or this thing, which is a place called Rastar. This is the body of Osiris. This is the most holiest place in life. Aru is the field of reeds. Any souls that's lucky enough to make it there, so you get it, they have heaven. Now, I want you guys to grasp, your body is a reflection of the world. So the world we live in is a body. And your body is a world internally. So all the dimensions that we know of in life, well, I don't want to say dimensions, but y'all know Earth, the above, it's all within. Now, if you can grasp that an egg cell, this is the body of Osiris, or the most divine holy place. Of course, an egg cell is the portal to physical life, meaning there's nobody. An egg cell is the precursor to a physical body. Sperm cell gets egg cell develops into body, sperm becomes the spirit in it, the ether running through it. All the seminal fluid is that. The point I'm making is whether you're talking the physical world we live in, which is a body, or your body, it started as an egg cell. Now, the egg cell is the portal into physical life, meaning you won't have a physical body or be in physical life unless you get it? Go through that egg cell. When it says Ra is the body of Osiris, the most holy place, speaking of that, whether you're speaking on an organism's level of life, on the whole universal bodies, you get it? Either or, it starts as an egg cell. Sperm cell gets egg cell. Osiris always got the cone head, mummified in white. So you get it? The egg cell is the body of Osiris. The egg cell is the world. Because like I said, a body is the world. Now, of course, you got a bunch of sperm cells that make it to the egg, but only one goes through. That's the field of reeds, all around the egg cell. And so all the sperm that make it there, you get it? They have heaven, so to say. Now, of course, this is explaining when one dies. Of course, the end and the beginning is the same. So, when you're dealing with the Book of Two Ways, it's explaining when one dies and you have these two zigzag roads that lead to Rasta. You get it? And when a person dies, after the heart is weighed against the feather, if the heart isn't eaten up by Amen, meaning if you don't got emotional problems and shit, then you'll be let through to go through the zigzag roads and hopefully make it to the field of reeds, or Rasta, where you made it to heaven. And then you have the opportunity to manifest out physical life again. I'm not sure if this is making sense, but that's what they're talking about. And so when the heart is being weighed against the feather by Anubis, but it's pronounced Anubis, because he's the god over the abyss. He's weighing the heart, which is truly the right lung or the breath. He's weighing the heart against the breath or the feather. The breath is the soul. The self, before all the emotional problems. The self before you had a physical life and fell in love and got your heart broken, your man got killed, and this thing and that thing happened, and before you put all that on the self and became a fucked up person where you like, yo, it's up. Before all of that, it's the breath or the essence of the self, the awareness of the self. That is being weighed against the heart, which is the storage for all your emotional problems. So the brain is like the storage box for the thought, the heart, the storage box for the emotional problems. Some people trade in their thoughts to just have emotion. So you don't think logically, you think emotionally. Meaning you don't think, you just go on feeling. Of course, this is not good, but the mind has to control, not the emotions. But like I said, the heart is weighed against the feather, or the soul is weighed against the emotional problems. If one has too much emotional problems, well, they can't pass on to heaven. That don't go together. You got to be clean. So in that Amit, eat your heart. That's what he do, eat hearts. That means basically eat your soul. You just be one in the unconscious. So that's basically to say, when you get the Anubis and the weighing of the heart and the feather, this going to determine if you have a dream or if your ass just shut out. Like when you go to sleep at night, you see Anubis, but you don't This is fast when y'all following this. It's just 8-hour death. It's too fast. But you get it? It's like that. Y'all falling asleep. Y'all gonna either have a dream, a nightmare, or complete unconsciousness where you don't even know you exist. But this is a matter of that. Meaning if y'all go to sleep at the end of the day with a clear mind, in a good, stable, emotional state, so you probably get a beautiful sleep where you wake up like, God damn, I had the best sleep I ever had. Meaning I was completely knocked the fuck out. I didn't feel shit. I didn't even roll over once. I didn't need a bathroom break not once. Woo. Like that. Or if the emotional state is too disturbed, then you have an afterlife. Or a dream. Or a nightmare. Either or. And so look at it like that. When you die, just reverse it. If you got too much emotional problems, we pass dreaming and all that, man. And so you just get your heart ache or your soul ache. If one, come to terms with things somewhat, then they go through, like I said, the book of the two ways of the two zigzagging intertwining roads. But it's speaking of like a woman's vagina, if you understand. Like I said, bodies is micro perspectives of the whole universe. So coming into physical life always got to do with the vagina and the egg cell. You get it? And so when the intertwining road is speaking of the vagina. Of course, when you're dealing with the book of the two ways, the hellfire is in between the intertwining roads. You don't want to fall in to hell. So this is like in Islam when they say you got the Sirat bridge and you got to kind of cross over hell to make it to Jannah. So, try to grasp. That's Rostar. Like I said, that's your heaven in hell. Of course, the physical body an egg cell manifests into the physical body, then you're in physical life. So you have to grasp as physical life is heaven, in hell. You get it? Meaning if Rostar is the body of Osiris and it's the egg cell like I explained, and you know the egg cell is the only way a person can have a body and come into physical life, it's the only way. It's like the doorway, the portal. If the soul don't get an egg cell, it will never see physical life. Meaning what y'all experience now. Touch and really have the experience. That won't happen. And so do you get it? Until you get to physical life, the duat, all the dreams of existence, all the way to the unconscious abyss, and none of that's physical. So you get my point? You have to make it there. Peace and wisdom, Lorenz Bukes. If anyone wants to give back, y'all can. Those that have already, thank you. Okay, y'all seem to be grasping. Well, Lorenzo Bukes is. There you go. You seem like you're grasping. And so we're just cells in a larger body, the same way we have cells in our body. So it makes sense when I get into the Judgment Day part, but I'm basically explaining to you guys, heaven is a place in hell in every teachings. And that place is physical life. But they fucked up hell, they fucked up heaven, so. Well, you still have places here in physical life, that's, beautiful and perfect, but you get my point? Hopefully y'all grasp. And so that's your heaven and hell, and it being physical life reference from ancient Egypt's perspective. Meaning in ancient Egypt's perspective, you go through the zigzag intertwining roads, and hopefully you make it to Rostar. This is the egg cell, the portal in the physical life. The sperm cell get egg cell, you know the rest of the story. And all the cells around that egg cell, so they get to go on for the ride too. You gotta remember, women don't have a menstrual cycle after that. So it ain't no pushing out. It's all evolving out. And so you get it? It's a glorious thing. Now, on our level of life, it's the same. Meaning, y'all gonna die. The souls that y'all are gonna be transferred over into that dark night sky y'all see. Meaning all them stars y'all see up above is like sperm cells in the testes. You get my point? The yoke gonna come. Say, what's the yoke? What y'all view Jesus as. He say, come into my yoke. So the white yoke gonna come. The Holy Ghost. That's the seminal fluid. On the macro level, your nebula is gonna scoop all them dead sperm cells up and they gonna have life. You get it? And they gonna go to Earth. That's your egg cell, your menses cycle realms of life. Get it? Menses cycle, this is your matter. Meaning those airs or whatever you view menses cycle to be, like seasons. It's going to evolve into your substance, your matter. But, like I said, they go there. And so, this is your book of the two ways part. You gotta go through the zigzag path and make it to Rostar, which is the exhale. And all the sperm are dead souls that make it there. They have heaven. So, it's a deep thing. Now, when you're dealing with Hinduism, you have samsara. And of course, just to make it simple, samsara is basically the place where we're trapped and where we experience, life, death, and rebirth. Stuck in that cycle where you're born, live, die, born, live, die, and don't stop. And so the teachings has to do with one grasping or becoming aware of that. Stuck in the cycle. I'm stuck in the samsara. And I have to get out. And so this is where your nirvana comes from, meaning in Hinduism you have to escape samsara so that you have nirvana. Nirvana is like real heaven. Now, of course, in samsara you have your good places and your bad places. Of course, in Hinduism they go more in depth on the emotional state. So when you die, you have like your 49 days, your 49 trials, so to say. You get my point? And it's got to do with your emotional state, meaning y'all get angry. Y'all view yourselves as angry or turning angry. Y'all don't view anger as its own entity that you took on. Y'all don't look at envy as its own entity in life that has nothing to do with you, that you let grasp onto you. And so now when y'all die, these things come off the self and you see them. You get it? Separate of the self. If anger's an ugly, blue, Cali looking monster, so that's what you face with, your own anger. You get my point? If it attacks you, it attacks you, but it's yours. You have to become aware, okay, that's just my own fucked up emotional problems. These are the things y'all can do in physical life. You get it? What's not done in physical will be done in the after. After you're running away from these monsters scared to death, and at some point I guess you'll realize this is just all my karma, like all my built up emotional problems that I've brought onto the self from life. Get it? Some of y'all ambushed with many different emotions. Fear. Some of y'all got fear. That fear gonna come off you, and fear is scary. You get it? Y'all scared to be scared, right? Now imagine fear is its own entity that you could just look at. I would assume it probably the scariest thing in life to see. Fear. This is what the soul is ambushed with when it dies until it becomes aware that it has to cleanse itself or let go. Blow out, exhale. Now usually that don't happen. The soul follows one of these entities back into physical life or back into the path of reincarnating back out. You get it? In that live a physical life, die, and you get it. Be stuck in samsara. And so, in Hinduism, like I said, that's samsara. One has to escape samsara to achieve nirvana or to get out of samsara. Now, when you're dealing with samsara and reincarnation, one continuously experiencing birth, life, death, birth, life, death. This has to do with every aspect of your life. Not just when you lived and you died and you're going to be reborn into life. It's talking like when you go to sleep at night. So you was born in the morning out of unconscious. You lived your day, then you fell back into unconscious. Then the next day you emerge, or you born from unconscious, live your day, and you die. Now, man don't keep track like, damn, I'm 40 years old. So 40 times 365 is this number, and that's how many days I'm stuck. Ain't nothing changing. Like, I wake up, go to sleep, wake up, you stuck. Most men don't realize that. Just say this is just the numbers of my life, or the years of my life. He doesn't realize, hold on, I'm here and got 100 years, or however many years I got, is for me to wake up and, ascend to a greater place. You get my point? Meaning y'all stuck in samsara, but unaware of it. That's, waking up, going to sleep, waking back up, going to sleep. On a longer scale of things, dying, being reborn, living your life, dying. Of course, this is not happening fast, so it's a long process. Enough time for one to forget things, but living your life or being born into life, living, dying, then being born into life again, living and dying. On a micro scale, you wake up from unconsciousness, you live your day, then you fall back into that unconsciousness. Meaning y'all trapped in many aspects of samsara. It is not enough for man to grasp when I'm alive and then I die and then I'm reborn, I'm stuck in samsara, but he have to grasp his every day is samsara. He have to come to an awareness where he grasps, damn, when I blink, split second samsara. Meaning y'all stuck in a cycle or a series of unconscious and conscious, or blinking on and off. From a blink all the way to living then dying, which is your whole life is like you being on, then dying. You get it? Your whole day you awake is like you being on, then going to sleep is off. And that keep happening. On and off, on and off. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Blinking eyes, largest. I'm stuck in all those samsaras, all those series of death and rebirth. You get it? Now I'm gonna have to use the restroom soon, but okay, Eldridge, clever, you seem to be grasping. Lorenzo Buke said, so if we get the yolk in the next exhale, then we will get to be born out into heaven again. Physical life is heaven. Y'all don't really slow. Start over. Heaven is a place in hell. That went over the head. Now that place in hell called heaven is physical life. I don't know why you listen to the video to then be desperate. Okay. You got this thing called the devil. There are many dummies that's dragged down below. I have videos explaining this. So they don't need to worry about getting XLs. It ain't for them. It's for the one. They just the dumb shit. The lambs. You get my point. The shit that gets sacrificed for the devil, they believe God won't get sacrificed for them, so it's all fair. I mean, all them souls that die for the one, it don't even matter. They was cool with that shit and it was God for them. So, but that's that reality. Now, Samsara, Hinduism, speaking about escaping You get my point? Meaning if you find yourself down below, you don't have to worry you ain't the sperm cell. You ain't God, nigga, you a follower. You just help God get, you just help Osiris get his egg. And maybe you be lucky enough to be around it. The egg cell is the world. I mean, when you in that state, well, y'all know an egg cell is 1,000 times bigger than a sperm cell, so this world probably about 1,000 times bigger than an organism. It's a world to the thing, but I'm not explaining how you stay stuck in hell. I was just explaining what hell is, where the heaven is in hell, all the ins and outs of this hell you trapped in, and how it works. Wisdom is an age thing. Some of y'all starting a little young. Now I don't want to abuse your mind. You know, a little rough. But it's all in good fun. You get it? It helps you to grasp. You can't control how you learn. You can just control if you want to or not. Because y'all have narcissistic problems. Trying to bully people, but you weak. So now you got mad mind games where you're like, he's narcissistic and he's trying to control me. Girls do this to their boyfriends. Like, they can't beat them up, so then they play these deep mind games. Like, you're a narcissist. You know, this is like if the boyfriend don't want to do what she trying to force him to do. So she can't beat him up and make him do it. So then she'd be like, see, you're always trying to control. But she's trying to, but you know, I'm just making a point. Y'all unaware of yourselves. So get it? Y'all will come here trying to bully me and shit. You gotta teach like this, Silas. Whoa, I'm gonna teach you. You just came here to learn, Cat Daddy. You don't give back, so why can't I beat you up? Like, that's fair to me. I don't give back, why I can't beat you up a little bit to make it fair? Because when you don't give back, I feel abused. Like, I feel a little beat up and raped after y'all come here and get this wisdom and don't give back. I believe in balance and fairness. It's a deep thing. Try and rise. Okay, I grasp the goal is to get out of the cycle of samsara, not keep being reborn into the cycle. Salam, shalom. And remember, the cycle is as small as you're waking up tomorrow. You get it? You wake up tomorrow. So, yeah. You live today. You fell into sleep, which is death, and you're going to wake up tomorrow, and you get it? Becoming aware of that, okay, I'm stuck in this thing, and what makes it worse is I have like dewies and weird shit in this thing that I'm bound to too. So it goes deep, meaning most of y'all are not aware. You're still under the programming, so y'all trying to remember what's being said, and you're still lost in programming, learning from that perspective and used to that. Instead of kind of the mind just opening and grasping. And then you get my point? Moving from there. Now I have to use the restroom, but I'm going to finish the samsara part. And so, in Hinduism, one has to escape samsara, which is hell, which is the whole existence. You know, the universal body. And man goes through awake and sleep, or unconscious and conscious, life and death. You get it? He's trapped in this state of awake and going out. Whether you're talking his every day or after his whole life when he checks out and dies and then is reborn again. You get it? Like that. Remember, you're not coming back to this place. You was a cell. You get my point? Meaning you was a sperm cell that got an egg cell. You the great Satan. You a sperm cell that got an egg cell. Now technically you the substance. You don't have nothing to do with those little critters. But you're the substance, the seminal fluid that raised all that up. You know, the Jesus. You got the egg cell. Of course, the sperm cells, like always, find themselves below. The egg cell is the body, and you're the ether or the soul or the seminal fluid or, what saved those devils. Trapped inside the body, meaning you're trapped in the samsara. And on an outer level, you're trapped in the samsara, which is the universal body. So you're trapped in all these samsaras, you know, physical vessels. And because of it, you get unconscious and awake, or life and death. It doesn't stop. Man, just keep going through it for eternity. You get my point? Imagine this is your 9,959th time coming into life. You get my point? Now you probably got 9,000 and something times you done went to sleep thus far. So like that, you done lived and died 9,000 times. And on an individual, everyday level, you done went to sleep and re-emerged from that unconscious 9,000 days. You get it? 87. I don't know what 87 times 365 is, but I know it's a lot. So, let me take a restroom break if any of you guys want to give back your tithes. Now is the time to do so. I apologize. Oh. Sorry for the interruption. Now let's get back to this thing. Now with that, explain the Samsung. If any of y'all want to give back some kitty cat like that young lady said, I would. Nigga, break down that godly wisdom, then go back to the flesh, because I'm balanced. What you talking about? So as long as you said the semen was God, I know I'm trying to give him God. Give him God. I know, like blood crazy. Blood crazy. Y'all too disturbed. Y'all take everything serious. Gotta learn to like. Just learn to relax. Y'all get lost in work. Y'all learn these things from school. So you can sit your ass down and listen. Yeah. Shit is a serious party in life. And then you never lose that. You gotta lose that. Life ain't a job interview or, you sitting at your desk at school. Have fun, laugh. Be sexy. Now, I'm just playing. I want to be serious too. I'm quite old and wise. I'm not a hoe or nothing like that. Like I said, I like to play and shit. I'm saying that because if you're a nice, well-kept woman, I don't want you to get the wrong perspective of me because you don't have a sense of humor. You get my point? I'm single, so I say anything I want. I'm not insulting anyone. Meaning there's no woman I have with. You get my point? So if you're a well-kept woman, you know, short, a little fat, a little fat, cause you know I'm a little skinny, so I need me somebody that like to cook all the time and eat all the time. But I'm damn sure I like to. I get my food. And my wife gonna be a little fat. She's short and a little fat and shit like that. But don't worry about it. You know, we gonna balance each other. We gonna balance each other out, cause I'm gonna be eating off her plate. Like, we don't need all that shit. Let me get some of that. No, I'm like that, big baby. I gotta eat. I got a big appetite, but I like to cook. But I can't. I threw down some yams last night from scratch, big baby. I had a little ox ass. I made that. That's oxtails. I made that too. I ain't gonna lie. A little microwave macaroni because I would get a little lazy after I whipped all that up. Because you know I let the oxtails. I let them things boil for about 3-4 hours because I like that. I like that fall off that bone. So I just boiled that for fun. I'm sorry. This how women are. You gotta learn how to I got experience. So women like this kind of shit. Frivolous long talk where you just go through every dumb detail. So if you're a man, you say, man, me and my lady ain't clicking because you're a Russian. You have to tell her every detail, my nigga. She won't feel like she was there. Say, what the fuck you hide, nigga? What did you do when they were boiling? So you can't leave nothing out. So now when it was boiling, I had sat down, I got my little lesson together because I was going to do a dope little video. Then after that, I went and took a pee-pee. Realized I had to take a shit too. So I went ahead and took a little shit because they want to hear everything. Say, no, they don't want to hear that. They do. Everything. Don't leave nothing out. You can learn to do that in the reverse, which is listen to every stupid detail she gotta say. You say, man, I had a fight with this bitch at the office. You know the girl that had the pin in her hair. Every day she put her blue pin in her hair. Make me sick. That's how women talk. You just sit there like, okay. Yeah. The one with the pin that you were telling me about last time. Blue big pen, right? She put it in her hair. I know. You told me about her. Learn that. You'll be in love forever, big baby. Well, your girl will be. I don't know, probably be frustrated. Now, where was I at, Sam Solomon? Like I said, if you're a nice older woman, I like older women. And I'm not childish or nothing. I just like to have fun. Like, I'm here. This way I get to come, be a whole asshole because it's fun. So, sorry you don't have that. Yeah, sorry you don't have that option in your life. You go to work, you're old fart now. The point is, if you're old and cute, you gotta take no offense, And big Uzi, alright. Just having a little fun, yeah? Now, let's get back to the video. Like I said, heaven is a place in hell. The whole existence we're in is hell. Physical life is the heaven in it. Physical life is the top floor. If you grasp unconsciousness, all the dream places, and then physical life being all those dream places manifested. So all of this is coming from the unconscious. The unconscious is the abyss, or what we know as hell. Now on a larger scale, so you have all the cosmic darkness that we can't escape. This is the unconscious. You have all the stars, galaxies, all the way down to physical life and the matter, where we're at. And all of this is in the cosmic darkness, so to say. Thank you, peace to the gods, for the effect and everybody else. And so, like I said, this is the whole existence is the abyss. Physical life is your heaven in it. Of course, physical life is dream, or all the dream places manifested. So you have a heaven and afterlife are in dream, so to say. Now in samsara, or in Hinduism, one has to escape samsara, or this abyss, which is hell, that has its heavens in it. One has to learn to escape this place, meaning become aware, and then experience moksha. Moksha, so they can have nirvana. Now, I know a lot of you guys will say, what's that? Of course, the whole existence is hell. You have heaven in it. But heaven that's not real heaven. That's just the haven in hell. Then you have real heaven. It's not called heaven. It isn't called anything. It's the awe. The awe. So God is that. The great awe. When you see God, you just like coming on yourself. Just imagine if you just came and then it just got slowed down 2,000,000% when you just stuck in orgasm, like, oh shit, I am in bliss but I can't escape it. like that, but it's deep. Think of orgasm. So one orgasm and then the substance manifests out into our physical reality. That substance being the YHWH, or what y'all view as the Son of God. The Son of God because it's the awareness, the consciousness. Meaning consciousness is an equation, a mixture of elements to manifest the substance. Like how I explained H2O, H2O2, which is peroxide, NH3, which is ammonia, meaning one nitrogen atom, three hydrogen atoms bonded together. That gets you, ammonia. So you got all these different substances in life, but you have to know their atomic arrangement and different states of airs to come together to manifest the substance. Seminal fluid is a substance, it's no different. As an equation, chemical formula, so to say. Many chemical formulas because many substances merge. But like I said, seminal fluid is what y'all view as God, the judge of the quick and the dead, meaning the seminal fluid sweep up all them sperm cells, bring them back to life. It's the Holy Ghost, meaning seminal fluid look gray and ghostly and white and grayish, ghostly like, shioki like putty. Of course, putty is the state before clay, or physical matter. Of course, the physical matter and all of that is over on the menses side. This is where the egg cell is, which is the body. That's where the matter is. But we're speaking before that. Now imagine, of course, you orgasm, this substance manifests, this ghost. Where the ghost came from. You get it? Meaning, one orgasms in the substance emerges, but where the substance came from is true heaven. Now the substance comes from the prostate, but I'm not talking about the prostate. I'm talking about it's coming through the prostate, but from where? Another dimension, kind of like hydrogen atoms and oxygen atoms bond, and then you get the physical substance here. But where did it come from? Unseen realms. You get my point? Like that. Real heaven or nirvana is through orgasm. You get my point? Meaning y'all release orgasm. It's like y'all take some of the atmosphere from heaven, or true heaven, bring it into physical life, but y'all can't go Imagine if you can go where the orgasm or the substance is coming from. The substance is coming from orgasm, which is a feeling of bliss. So the place is that feeling, but the place isn't here. You bring the substance and the feeling from the place. Now, like I told y'all before, seminal fluid is atmosphere or sky. Sperm cells are not swimming, they're flying. Of course, menses is where your matter at, so ain't no ground in seminal. That's your spiritual realms. That's your realm of nirvana, where the soul is in complete bliss, but it's brought into physical life. Of course, to the mental side, but we speaking before that. And so I'm trying to get y'all to grasp, real heaven is that when the mind becomes aware and can achieve the going in, so to say, instead of the releasing heaven out, going to where the seminal fluid or orgasm is coming from. You got to remember, all this air is coming together to manifest your substance. So we're speaking of consciousness. You know, your state of is the mind. The mind is what orgasms, not the balls, the mind. If the mind can go, of course, you know, y'all blocked. When y'all orgasm, it's like sneaking to heaven and then getting kicked out so fast. But you got to feel it's fast. An orgasm feeling is fast, like how fast y'all got kicked out of heaven. So I didn't go to heaven. It was fast. You got kicked out of there so quick, but you know, Prometheus thing. Prometheus stole fire from heaven and kicked him out though. Brought it to man, raised him from the dead. Raised his ass from the dead with that as consciousness, big baby. Meaning the seminal fluid is white fire, the consciousness, the yoke, the Holy Ghost, the seed of life, the spirit of life. You could be a woman, but you still came from that shit. I have a daughter, but she still was white fluid out of my balls first. Again, seed of the spirit of life. Only way to the Father. They call me the Father. The Father, big baby. Y'all want to be pharaohs, gods, kings. None of this matters. Nothing's higher than the Father. Right? That's what they say in Christianity. Jesus is God and he comes from the Father. It's calling me the Father. It just called me the Father, you hear me? It wouldn't matter who you is. Big Father. God, Daddy. I'm sorry, too much ego. Sorry, too much ego. Now, where was I before I fell into egos is important. I love egos. Now, one must find their way to nirvana. That's nirvana. Meaning one will escape samsara, which is the process of living and dying or going unconscious and conscious again. They will escape that when they go to nirvana, which is like I said, the orgasm comes here, but when one can go to where the feeling and the substance derives from. And this is atmosphere and bliss. That's why Jesus always says references like, because Jesus is supposed to be YHWH. So Jesus always says references like, you know, like he feels nice and coming to his yoke. It's nice there. You get it? Like I said, speaking of a divine substance, God is never supposed to be a man. That's blasphemy. It don't even make no sense. You get it? Meaning God is God, but like, when did he become a man? That's the Satan. Once you get to that level where you're physical, you in the Satan. That's the self, the individual. Of course, the substance is whole. The Lord of Hosts got all them sperm cells in it. And a multi-cell substance that becomes a multi-cell organism or clay. So, but his whole then has no appearance. We are all one in that. Meaning you as semen look like me as semen. You get my point? And we wasn't in the egg cell of the body yet. You get it? We wasn't sacrificed into the blood yet. You know the Adam and Iblis story. You know, Allah called the angels and Iblis and set prostrate before the body of Adam, basically saying, "Get in the egg." And Iblis said, "No, I'm good on that, big baby." So of course Allah said, "Get the fuck in there. Here's what you're gonna say." This is physical life starting. Same story in every religion. Christianity, Lucifer, Most High. That's why I tell y'all when y'all say, man, God, Most High. Last time I checked out was the devil, but I don't want to argue with nobody. Only Most High, and the only one thing is that God is whole. You and God being one thing. When you don't know yourself, that's why you don't know God. Because you lost yourself in the world. And so when you lose yourself, you lose God. Meaning finding self and finding God is the same thing. I'm not saying it's the same. But I'm saying when you do the one, you'll achieve the other. When you find yourself, you'll find God. Yourself ain't what society made you. You know, born in a life and taught you how to tie your shoe, how to walk this way and act this way, and your name is this and be like this. I'm talking about that. We're talking about shedding out of all of that, becoming aware. I was just made like to be however I am. And I seen this dude and I liked that and I adopted that on myself, and I was living in the ghetto. I adopted all that poverty and shit in my mind. Becoming aware of these things and get it, shedding them off the self, kind of getting back to when you was just a fresh baby, fresh awareness, about to take on all of this. You want to get back to that state with experience, though, knowing this time. Therefore, all you bring into the clear state of mind now is the good stuff because you know the difference. You get it? Like that. And as you bring in the things that you pick, this is you finding self uninfluenced. You get it? This time around, no one's telling you, like this, like that, do this, I'm your damn mother, do what I say. That don't happen. This time you grown, if you can clear away your emotional state and all that you brought into self, and everybody ways that you brought onto self, and start fresh. What do I like? What kind of person do I want to be? And then start to, you get it? Draw these things in. Now you're making or finding yourself because it's who you want to be. In that, you and God will start to come closer. Meaning when you start to live that truth, in all truths. Yeah, I'm in this religion. You didn't start the religion. You don't know where that started from. You don't understand it right. You get it? Start living a truth. So, finding self and finding God is the same. It's the same trial, I suppose. Peace and wisdom, Trill Chris. How old are you, champ? Peace to the God said that I like older men. Oh, you're a woman too? Man, peace and wisdom, love. Some of y'all need to send me y'all picture. They take some of y'all out on a date. Try my hand, see who's. You can hang with Big Lucille. Now, where was that? Oh, finding God and self. But that has nothing to do with the video. That was just extra. And so, finding self in God and all that's his whole own peace and wisdom, love. Peace to the gods. Like I said, that's his whole own chapter. His whole own video. I'll do one day. Now, in regards to one escaping samsara or hell, of course hell has its heavens in it, or its havens. One has to learn, like I said, Vimaksha and Nirvana, which is that. Meaning y'all experience orgasm and the releasing, but to go there, we're speaking as mind, as awareness. That's all you are. You're an awareness that woke up into your body, and so you use it in physical. When you go to sleep and you find yourself in dream, you are awareness now stuck in your dream body, and you do as you do. You get my point? In every place, your body waits for you. When you go to unconscious, your body waits there for you. You get in that body and you go blank. You don't even exist to yourself. And in dream, every dream you ever had, in every place in dream, all these multi-dimensions, you have a body in them all. This is why men like to multitask. Can't focus on one thing. Because he got so many renditions of himself in himself. You get it? When y'all in dream and y'all moving around in y'all dream body, so y'all physical body resting wherever it is. It's in physical life waiting for your mind to change the channel, which is physical. Then in physical life, y'all in y'all body doing y'all in physical. It's the same as dream, but whatever. When y'all leave that realm, y'all leave y'all body there, and as mind, you go to dream of the abyss wherever you go. I'm saying what I'm saying so you can grasp all you are as mind. That being awareness, having the ability to perceive, smell, taste, touch, feel, so on and so forth. Y'all have feeling in dream. Y'all have everything in dream y'all have in physical life. The only difference is when y'all wake up from dream and y'all say it was fake. And when y'all in dream, y'all don't have nothing to say about physical life. It's the same. You get it? You say, I'm in physical life right now, this ain't dream. When you in dream, you have the same mind. Like, it's physical there. It ain't a cartoon. You there doing the same things you do here in physical life. It's the same places. It's no different to you when you're in dream. When you leave dream and you come to physical life, then you say like, oh, that was not real. But it's the same. You're still in the same place. Meaning you just snapped from one channel to the next channel as an awareness. But you still in the abyss, meaning you still in hell. You just in another dream that you call the physical one. And you gonna leave it like you do all dreams and wander off to wherever you go. And come back to it. You get it? Meaning y'all just a mind going from unconscious to dream places, to physical places, to dream places. You just lost in all these different make-believe places that keep passing. You get it? After 24 hours or so the physical just pass from you. And you come back to it whenever you do. Same way you go to dream, you leave dream and come back to it when you do. I'm saying that so y'all can grasp y'all live in dream. Y'all are dreaming right now. And so this is what samsara in Hinduism is basically speaking of. You're lost in samsara, or you're lost in all these many states of dream. So lost that you have one now that is fixed and think it's real life. You just being an awareness trapped inside your samsara. In that, you're starting to lose your perspective. And the longer man goes on, the more disconnected from truth of reality he becomes. Starts to get lost in his dreams, or what he called life. Because y'all don't call this a dream. This is life to y'all. So, you get my point? So, man dying, but he don't call it that. He say like he living. Meaning y'all born into life, so then the clock of death start. And y'all go slowly going to death. But that ain't what y'all call it. So life just slowed death. Or death slowed down. And that's what physical life is. Man got to wake up. So shit, I'm in dream. I got to get out of here before I fucking die. Like that. When y'all die physically, like that, the soul dies. You stayed in dream too long, or you stayed in your cadaver too long as mind. Meaning we supposed to transcend as mind into orgasm state, where we're just in a state of bliss. I suppose the body would just probably turn into stone. I'd be a statue, bronzed out. Everything functional. but not. You get it? Kind of like when the body dies and it becomes stone. Like that. One reaches true heaven. So that's what you will see, right? Like someone in daydream that you can't take out of it. But you're knowing, like, no, they still alive. And it just zoned out. And over time, the body, mummify on its own. But he in nirvana. He achieved a nirvana, meaning he in orgasm, feeling eternal bliss. He just standing before God in awe, watching. If somebody ever say they had a near-death experience and seeing God, and God was just like pouring light just pouring out, they was in orgasm, blood. It was in bliss. Just seeing a semen flow or the ether flow. This is God, source of life. Just in awe. Not because they can't believe it, but just because that's how orgasm feel. Your brain go blank and you just be like, oh shit. So if you wonder why, what real heaven like that, like being suspended in mid-air, just in bliss. And this is the highest state a soul can reach. And this is the highest realms a soul can reach as a mind, to be one with God, just in the awe. Of course, all things snap out of it, but that's real heaven. The heavens that y'all have that are part of hell, like Jannah, where you cross the Sirat, which is heaven, which is hell to get to heaven, or like Lazarus when he's in hell begging people in heaven for water, where you like, oh yeah, heaven and hell is in the same place, according to these religions. Escaping all of that and going to real heaven. It's basically that. And one achieves Samadhi, peace and wisdom. Aki Witherspoon said, what does your hat stand for? Salam Shalom. My channel's for grown minds. Y'all have this thing in the daytime where y'all desperate for story learn. I'm explaining deep knowledge. If that ain't enough of a story for you, I say that because you get it. I have this brain where y'all think everything got a meaning. Wise man don't waste his time thinking often. Meaning if you got in your mind and you see me, you're like, I wonder what this mean or that mean. You just stupid to me. Wise men don't think that much. Don't take offense. Learn. Get it? Wise man don't waste his mind space filling it up with thought. For what? I pull thought when I need to talk to somebody. Outside of that, ain't nothing to think about. I need a hat for my head. You think people are really buying hats for meaning when they buy one? When you bought the Yankee hat, why'd you buy it? When you bought the fitted hat, Oakland A's, whatever, what was the meaning behind it? Nothing, nigga. You just needed a hat, blood. I mean, like that. Y'all get stupid in the daytime. Don't take offense, though. Take the real talk. So you can see for yourself, like, yeah, we are dumb, down, and stupid. Ask him, like, what's the meaning behind the hat? Like, I ain't never bought a hat my own self. Ain't no meaning, blood. Just needed a hat. Probably got tired of wearing baseball hats. Who knows? But it ain't important. Like that. I'm wise, champ. I waste my time on dumb shit. You get it? Whatever I do is just because I did it. It got nothing to do with no meaning. You don't have to seek out those things when you have wisdom. You get my point? I'm not looking to make things have meaning, and everything's what it is already. So, I'm just covering my head, Captain. Trill Chris said, when one reaches true heaven, will they be there forever? And is that what is meant to have eternal life? You are eternal life, which is this thing that dies and comes, this thing that go on and off. You're not going to be nowhere eternally. There's just the self and the many aspects of the self. Get my point? Eternity can change, like daytime can turn into nighttime, and then back in the daytime tomorrow morning, but we talking about the same thing. Like, you get it? When they turn the nighttime to night and then tomorrow is day again, we still talking about the same place. You leaving it and coming back, but like that. Eternity, wherever you at, you at. You gonna be lost all over the place till you find yourself. So, will you be in orgasm eternally? No, not gonna last forever, like I said, but you'll be there. Where the two is goes, you have to rewrite that. Hell plus Haven equals heaven. There you go, champ. Aki with the spoon said in the Bible it says don't seek on your own knowledge. I wouldn't care. This ain't Christianity, stupid nigga. I use the Bible as a reference for those that's Christians that come here like you. That's why I said that in the beginning. When I said don't get lost on the reference, dummies. I meant like that. Like now you done brainwash yourself to think this Christianity. I wouldn't care what Christianity said. Christianity said don't go on your own knowledge because it wants you to go on like the knowledge of whoever wrote the book, because you're a whole slave and a sheep, right? Otherwise, what we talking about? Who wrote the book? Who said that? That's the extent of your stupid. You don't have no answer. Who said that? Who said don't go on your own knowledge? Don't say God. You got that from a book. So who wrote the book? That's who said that. And who they is? Oh, the priesthood of the old Babylon. The book how they control the people in the Babylon. Same way y'all got law control y'all now in that same old book. The point I'm saying is just measure your stupidity for your talk here. Not really wise, cat daddy. Again, this ain't Christianity. I wouldn't care what Christianity said. All you got is your mind. You better fill it up with true wisdom, nigga. So you can go on your own knowledge, unless you're going to be going on what the next dumb nigga told you. You're going to find yourself anywhere in life. Your mama should have told you that when you was 3. Don't be following these niggas out here. You get your own fucking brain. Otherwise, you don't know where you going to end up. And so that's good in any aspect of life. I mean, them good old Jews that we got when we was kids, that y'all don't get now, that shit good everywhere. Even in God face. That part. You think God wants you to be stupid? You think a thing gave you free will so you could be a dumb fucking fool talking about don't go on my own knowledge? He said, but the knowledge of Yah, brother, this ain't the brainwash channel. You grasp what's said to you. If you fully grasp, like, yeah, that do make sense, then you don't keep carrying on with the dumb. That's when you're going to get cursed out and talked to like you stupid, because that's how you carrying it. Now, I'm sure you got a brain to know everything you replying don't measure up to what's being said. And so you grasp what's being said and apply it to self. Simple. You don't know who wrote whatever you read. You don't understand nothing you read. You a nigga that's still getting told shit. You got an elder over you probably in your Hebrew religion. Like that. You're a clown here. Everybody here got their own brain. And that's what I teach here. Blend where you at. You lost in follower. You think that shit's cute because you sit in your Hebrew shit with a whole bunch of bozos like yourself. And they sit around and get told what to eat, how to be, so on and so forth. grown, but for some reason they think they look cute, gathered together, doing what they told. The fucking kids don't even respect them. But they can't beat them, so they just pretend like they do. The point I'm making is you that. And so you need this channel more than anything, but you get your brain together. That part. I was a Hebrew probably before you was born. I know that shit better than you. That part. Try and grasp. You're lost in programming, but what I'm speaking about is the awakening. This is how you get the nirvana and all these other things. But you far from it. Becoming aware of one's reality is first. Meaning you was given free will. Achieve that first. Meaning man ain't even aware that he don't use his free will. He just get told what to do. Well after he a child. And so you have free will, but do you use it? Are you aware that you don't? Like that, becoming aware. Y'all become more programmed and controlled. You get my point? A kid wants to run wild. At some point, y'all become adults, become fully controlled and conquered. Life is becoming free. Not dumb like a child where you run around and do any dumb thing, but free where you know what to do. And you do as you choose. You eat as you choose. You live how you choose, as long as it falls within the balance of nature. That part. It have nothing to do with no religion and somebody brainwashing you to be how they want you to be. And so a lot of y'all that's Christians, Muslims, Hebrews, when you come here, you start adjusting your mind. Or you don't need to visit. I'm not teaching you how to be a slave. You got your Hebrew class for that. And they don't want you nowhere else. So stop disrespecting them coming here. That part. If you say, well, I don't care what they say, I do what I want. Well, then you need to stop going there. You're getting confused. You free here. But you keep coming here like you're not. The program ran. But the book said a brain is better than a book here. Meaning a living consciousness is better than words in the book here. Whatever you got to say from your brain hold more merit here than you repeating words out of the book. What that mean to me besides you programmed? Okay, you could read and repeat what you read. Everybody that could read could do that. I'm impressed by understanding. One gets that when they start to use their own brain outside of the programming. And so whatever you are, try to wind out of it. That's the whole point of the lessons. Not for you to get more brainwashed into what you already are. You don't need to be here for that. Fair enough, right? Try not to take so much offense. Y'all got that work attitude. It's not your job. You can just talk. You get my point? Like that. Offended fast. Real talk, that's always good. As long as a nigga ain't cursing at you or you get it? If a motherfucker schooling you and bringing you along, as long as you get it, it's all good. Like that. Come here, adjust your perspective. See, I don't like his tone. It don't matter. He's schooling you on a thing. Meaning he raising you up, bringing you along. He not telling you to be a lesser thing, so it don't matter what he telling you. A nigga could be talking to you nicely, but trying to make you beneath him. What good is that? It don't hold no merit. And that's usually how that's going to come. Nice and sweet and pushing you under. And so, always pay attention to the tone of the convo and the point. If it's something to raise you up or make you better, it don't matter the tone. As long as the person ain't cursing you out, calling you out your name, you're good to go. People talk how they are. Some people delicate, some people ain't. I said I'm not a Christian. I know you're a Hebrew Israelite, which is the same thing, I'm assuming. You something. You said in the Bible it says don't seek on your own knowledge. So what are you? Nigga just repeating Christianity for nothing? In the daytime, y'all crazy. Y'all be whole Christians and be like, I ain't no Christian. Can't be what you want how. Either a Christian the way you say you supposed to be, you just made up shit you made up. Now, where was I at? I need to explain Judgment Day. Get a few ones in here to make sure y'all grasp and y'all ain't got attitude problem. Thank you for the give backs. You know, it's best if y'all give back to my PayPal and Cash App. Yeah, take 30% out of that. So you can click the description because that's where those links are. Meaning you can click the video title. Links pop up in blue, big baby. Pick one, click that thing, get your debit card out, and ching ching. 300, 400. Take 50s and 100s. Y'all know. Like 50s and 100s. Hey, Felicia, fella. Now, let's get back to this deep wisdom. Like I was saying. Reaching nirvana, real heaven is orgasm, but, you know, I don't suspect y'all to grasp. I'm just, some things I'm explaining this ahead of where y'all at, but grasp where you can. If you know you ain't even know where you brainwash, you a whole Hebrew, and you get it? Ain't beating up Hebrews, you a whole Christian, a whole Hindu. Anything where you get it was brought in and given the same brainwashing everybody else had, and you didn't become aware of that, like, hold on, I don't have to listen to these people. I ain't even come up with y'all. What the fuck am I doing? First one has to become aware of the simple things. The simple things that rule over him before you can get to a state of nirvana. You get my point? But I have to start there at least, where one becomes aware of every aspect they're manipulated, controlled, programmed. The mind has to become free. Once the mind becomes free, then you'll have different abilities than you have now. But you're working with a restricted mind, so you get my point? You can only do what you can. But nirvana is after you've been on the path for quite a while. You get my point? Meaning, the one going to true heaven ain't a joke. You like, you ain't nowhere near that path. So when y'all keep coming to wisdom, kind of keep a realistic mindset. You've been dumb all this time, like, you get it? You've been dumbed down and programmed out, however old you are, all that time. What happened overnight? You got to start becoming aware of. It's not like it's stopping. Meaning it's not like y'all be dumbed down and programmed, it's stopping. So y'all have to become aware and stop it. Like, hold on, I got to stop some of this. And then, you know, the mind will become more and more aware. Y'all are aware of y'all programming. Not self-aware in how the self is manipulated or programmed in this way or that way. Y'all just aware with the programming y'all have. Like that. I say, who wrote the Bible? You don't know. You all so programmed, you just say what everybody else do that's programmed. You be like, God did. You never took the time to think. Hold on, that's stupid. God ain't got fucking hands. Like that. You're just lost in the programming. The mind has not become aware to say, hold on. I ain't even thinking on my own. I'm just repeating out. You get it? Verbatim. That's already just ready to go. I ain't put no thought into nothing. You have to start thinking. Say, You get it? Where you really sit and say, how controlled am I? You get it? I work this job, but is this job really me, or did I take it because I needed the money right quick, and now I somehow think I love this job? You a whole boxer, basketball player. That was your dream since a kid, but becoming aware and say, damn, all of these things come with the city. Meaning I just picked out the basket that everybody picked out. So I picked boxing and basketball. I like those, whatever. This nigga picked out of that. Like, we ain't inventing nothing though. Like that. Becoming aware. Like, hold on, I'm just falling into what's offered. I'm not reaching beyond that. This is where y'all greatness lie. When y'all see the programming and say, hold on, I'm beyond that. I don't gotta be restricted to just what's offered, but there's my own reality as well that I can make, or I can just fit into someone else's. This is what becoming aware, becoming alive is all about. Meaning y'all don't even live. Y'all lived in somebody else's dream, somebody else's programming system. You have yet to your own. So you got a lot of time to achieve that. You don't get killed in the Babylon. You don't get killed in the program. Because many people live, die, and that's their reality. They never ascended beyond the programming to find their true self and find their real true reality, purpose. God as well. Nirvana as well. Of course, you want to achieve that when you pass on, truly. Enjoy your physical life while you're here. Like I said in the previous video, it was a time where man chose when he died. He didn't just sit around waiting on death. Like how you decide when you going to sleep, that's how man decide when he die. Get old in age and he say, yeah, I fulfilled my goals. I'm going to go ahead and lay down now. But he ain't talking about for the night, he talking about for good. And then he lay down and give up the ghost. Same way you give up the ghost when you lay down and go to sleep every night. You say, yeah, I did all I need to do today, I'm tired now. And you lay down and you set the mind to, yeah, I'm ready to drift off. And you just wait for the receiving in. Man had that ability in the past to die like that. Meaning at the age I'm at now, the age you at now in the past, when man was in his glory, lay down tonight and die if you choose. You decide when you done with your little dream. You get it? Same way you decide when you done with your little day. Ain't no big deal. Like that. And so, men don't die how y'all die. Like, you get it? Y'all die like kids, how they get forced to go to sleep. Go to sleep now, I want to. And then it be like rough for them. Sometimes they have nightmares because of that shit. Because they cried themselves to sleep, getting all crazy. They could have just went to bed. It's no big deal. Tomorrow come. Y'all die like that. Like y'all don't know tomorrow comes. So y'all like, I'm dying. And it's like a baby crying before you go to bed. And that. Yeah. Bound to be lost in y'all afterlife. Y'all hell. Peace and wisdom, Lorenzo Bukes. Click the description. Yeah, that's the title of the video. Just click that. Thank you, Charm Compassion. And everyone else that I gave back. Aki Witherspoon said, I believe in life. I believe in books, champ. You can't come here just speaking any old thing. Think before you speak. If you under 30, take your time. You gotta rush to talk. Learn first. You get it? I say that because some of y'all too young. I'm just mistaking you as somebody that just let your mind go in the dumb. But you really just young. So you get my point? You ain't even where I'm talking yet. That's why I like to know, like, what age are you before I even say something. I kind of assume y'all in my age bracket. I forget. I'm kind of old now. Most people I'm coming into contact with under 40. Few be older, but you get it? Most of y'all under 40. I'm the old man now. When the cops run up on you, they older than you. I remember when it was like that for me. The cops younger than me now. I gotta tell them, hold on, young man, I ain't your age. Chill out. You gonna be like that at some point. Where you gonna realize, oh shit, I'm the old man now. You get it? I go see my son teacher, somebody they younger than me. You get it? I'm a gray haired man. I'm a gray haired old man. They just like 27 or something. like that. So, gotta become aware. Once one becomes aware, then you know, you can start working on for moksha and nirvana. But first, y'all have to find self, then find God. Get it? Meaning, like I said in the beginning, finding self and finding God is one and the same trial. But once you fulfill that, and that all got to do with cleansing self and cleansing everybody else's ways and things you adopted from the Babylon or the city. Finding self, finding God, then getting all of that. Trail Chris said, can a soul be lost in afterlife forever? Sam Sarver is explaining how y'all lost in hell forever. It's the point of the video. Heaven is a place in hell. And I explain how the whole existence is that hell. Y'all trapped in it. He said, can that last forever? That's what Hinduism is explaining. Y'all are lost in samsara forever and y'all ain't snapping out of it. You're not ascending to nirvana. Y'all are lost in samsara. You gonna be lost there till you wake up. That's forever. It's not your first go round. Meaning you was an atom, molecule, cell, organism, star, galaxy, universal body, all the way so on and so forth to the last stop is atom. And then you start all over again. You did that more times than you know. And you went to sleep and woke up more times than you know. If I ask you how many days did you wake up and go to sleep? So whatever age you are, that times 365, but you don't know that number offhand. It's too large. Like that. Y'all gonna be lost in samsara forever. Until the mind or the soul that you are becomes aware, or it's just turned off for good because the shit just broke. It ain't gonna grasp. Make sense? Now I have to use the restroom. I may have to come back and do the Judgment Day part, separate. Because I'm getting quite hungry. Okay. I think I'm gonna come back and do the Judgment Day separate. Because I'm feeling sick again. I need to eat. But I wanted to explain, you have two Judgment Days. Your death, or your body's, that world's death, and then the universal body, which is the world, or the body that we all in. When that body dies, so this is the Judgment Day y'all hear about. Of course, you have the smaller Judgment Day, which is when your body dies and the cells within your body experience the many things y'all heard of. Y'all being the God in that Judgment Day. So when your physical vessel dies, you're the God in that world or body. And the universal body that we live in, we like the cells in. So The spirit in that body is the God over that. You get it? And we feel that wrath. But like I said, I'll come back and explain in another video. Y'all have any questions asked? It's frozen on my end. I'm not sure why. Thank you to Sherry the Goddess for the gift back. Peace to the gods as well. And charm, compassion. Thank you, ladies. All y'all do the same shit. Start making my videos for the ladies only. So, ladies, if y'all have certain topics that y'all would like me to discuss, y'all can go on ahead and just start sending me emails or something to do them. Just focus my video on women since y'all have more balance than men. I've been noticing that for quite a while too. It's quite disturbing. Meaning women have seemed like they, I don't know, I don't want to say that, but keep things fair. But women are a little more reasonable when it comes to balance. I suppose they the weakest aspect of this species, that's why. But whatever the reason is, you know. Balance is everything. Peace and wisdom all out too. Lorenzo Beers, I'm not sure what you mean. So if you have any questions before I depart, y'all can ask now. Go more in depth on astrology and the virus above. It's not astrology. I was teaching you guys astrology is fake the way y'all know it. Real astrology ain't got no name. Virus ain't got nothing to do with astrology. And all the constellations up above is just viruses on that level of life. Just like a comet is a sperm cell on that level of life. A moon is an egg cell on that level of life. Meaning a more bigger level. Everything's just repeating. Everything's just evolving out to the next level. So a sperm cell become an organism. Organism become a star. Star galaxy. Or constellation. Constellation galaxy. So on and so forth. But it's just the smaller things manifesting out into the larger things. All of this having to be with being trapped in the samsara, the hell. So one has to grasp the mind of self. This is why you have to get out of the Babylons and get to the forest, our nature, and create your own reality. That's good for the self. Watch nature, learn balance. You get it? Plant the seeds, you get back. You eat from that, get back. You have this shit, which is like soil, and life stays in its balance. When you dealing with life, when you dealing with man, it get mad disrespectful and unfair. You get it? And so you spend the time in nature and learn from the natures of life, watching the animals and things like that, and becoming one with life. But this is when you become more aware. Meaning some of y'all are not even aware enough where you can remove yourself from Babylon. You get it? We live in a time where, you know, a woman used to be one that would bring a man into nature. It's what he loved about a woman. It was his escape. We live in a time where a chick don't even, she's a Babylon monkey. And so you spend a time outside of the city in nature. And so you'll find yourself there. I'm not telling you nothing I didn't do. So I found all I need to find there. And then I got wise from that. Separating myself from society and the mind more than anything. But physically as well, I was separated for quite a while. And that's how I got wise. And of course, y'all seen in the beginnings of my videos, most of them was out in nature. Wildlife Reserve, which is in the back of my house. So that's a blessing. You get my point? Wherever I go, I kind of gravitate toward nature, wherever that's at. So even if I'm in Atlanta, I'm kind of looking to gravitate outside of the city limits of Atlanta, going towards Blue Ridge and all that shit. I'll hang out in Atlanta, but I don't want to settle. You get it? I don't want to sleep there. I don't want to wake up and be there like that. You become one with nature. You don't really have no need for the city in no way. The people's there. The way that I see them, they ain't coming out of it. They become more like that. But that's the only way you're gonna be able to control your whole reality and everything be good for self. You ain't gotta worry about virus and all of these things. And of course I can teach y'all. I'm gonna come back and do that video where I was explaining virus and H2O2. The spells. H2O2, which is peroxide, HN3, H1N1, which is one hydrogen atom, one nitrogen atom, but it creates a mucus instead of a water. In that mucus, you got your influenza virus. You get it? And this is how y'all get swine flu. And some of y'all probably don't get it. A nigga create a disease is a nigga create water. Bond two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom. That's water. That's a substance. One hydrogen atom, one nitrogen atom. That give me mucus, which is a thick, yolky substance, phlegmish. And inside of that is, get it? Like that. H2O2, two hydrogen atoms, two oxygen atoms. Merge that, you get peroxide. If a nigga drink that water, he might die. That water way too clean. That shit bleach things. Make it brown. H2O3, that's like damn near. It's like bleach almost. That's trioxide, but like stronger peroxide. So you get my point? Understanding your element chart are your spells in the merging of to create all your many different substances. It's how virus and disease, everything from colds to herpes that y'all have, is created using element chart. So I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna get a copy of the element chart. I'm gonna buy element chart. I'm gonna buy marker board. If any of you guys want to give back and help me to buy that, because I'm really poor, be appreciated. And in my office desk that I posted up, it was like $800. If you need that, I need that. My chair is $800 too, but all one-time purchases. I don't know what else to tell you. This is deep level wisdom, man. Shit is worth millions of dollars. I don't think I'm asking for much. I'm not sure what's wrong with y'all. I'm easy. I'm being difficult. I'm about to raise the price. I'm about to raise the price again on you niggas since y'all think this shit be a joke. Do y'all realize y'all was getting wisdom in the beginning? Y'all ain't have to do nothing. Just give back ever so often. Shit crazy. Y'all niggas got to actually pay and be a member now. And y'all still ain't stopping, like, shit crazy. Y'all want to pay. I figured it out. They want to pay. But I said, if y'all subscribe, I'll remove the membership. Just subscribe. Okay. I'll went to the membership. Why not? It worked. Trill Chris said we can create our own reality while living in Babylon too. Salam shalom, stupid. Can't even not go to jail, nigga. Now, if anyone else has anything deep they want to ask before I depart, it can be something in your own life or whatever. Ask before I depart. Trill Chris, you shut up, please. We cool, but just shut the hell up. You good, big baby. He said, I want to give back. I'm just broke at the moment. See. Too much jewels here for you to be broke, cat daddy. You ain't listening right. So, try to grasp. Some of y'all own problem. There was a follower of mine. I don't want to say a follower. Just like my wife. She a fucking fool. So like if she watching, I'm not never talking to you again. I'm clear on that. She know who she is. Somebody special. She's suffering up here a lot. I'm ping-ponging around. I'm trying to help her. She like to be lost in fucking hypnosis and all this dumb fake shit. So getting mad at me, she can't get her fucking life together. She don't realize her life started with me. You was dumb, then you started getting wisdom with me. Now you think you me. Point is, she pissed me off. Now she can't never come back. Hopefully none of y'all end up like her. She started with me. You get it? I mean, she was like one of the first people that was learning from me. Mike Hart said, I'm a black woman. Salam, shalom. I remember you told me that before. I'm going to make sure I remember that. You should change it to Mika Hard. You don't need to have that mic on there like that, throwing niggas off. You ain't have to erase your comments real, Chris. You good here, champ. I'm just playing with some of y'all. It ain't that deep. I suppose y'all have no more questions. I'm trying to give y'all I'm French. Peace and wisdom. I don't know what that means in regards to your name being like a man, but like I said, I'll try to remember that you're a woman. If you're white or another race, please adjust your mind when you come here. This ain't the place for that. I don't care if you white or whatever. You get my point? I know some of y'all got a perspective, probably like, Silas wouldn't date a white woman or this. I don't check in all of that. Mine have to become aware and evolve to where people are people. You can't be shallow-minded when you're looking at people like crayons, talking about this person's an Indian, a white. Fuck, is we 5? Yeah, I know you got peer pressures in life and people like want people to stay kid-minded. So you got your race, and I'm sure you get it. That's what wisdom is. Evolving and becoming strong enough to, you get it? What I'm doing, me, cut all that shit out. Where people have no choice but to respect it and it's cool with them. It's like, blood, he can't be programmed and none of that. So just leave him be. Outside of that, he cool. You get it? He ain't raining on nobody parade. He just want to be able to do him. You want to get there where people respect you like that. I ain't here to clash. I'm not here to be controlled. And I ain't here to control nobody. That's that. We can work together, whatever we doing. You can get the fuck away from me. But you get my point? All the controlling stuff and trying to manipulate. I'm past those things. Just speak from the heart, be honest. If you can't get your way that way, then it ain't the way. Meaning it must not be important if you gotta manipulate and shit. That's why I just be like, give back for the wisdom. I ain't really got no fucking, get my point? I don't know how to not just be straightforward and real. I have no fake, what, maybe I could sell status corrections. I don't have none of that. There ain't no jab to polite. He can get money with me too. You just gotta be right. That's my only request with anybody. Just be right when you ready to be right. Good to go, big baby. You get my point? Don't try to make me wrong. Like, just, I don't mean in the wisdom. I mean in my ways. You motherfuckers be trying to make me wrong. I already come from the wrong side. You can't. You get it? I come from the wrong side for real, beyond where niggas come from. So all them little petty scams don't mean nothing to me. You get it? I ain't coming in the wisdom to look for a petty scam to put on people blind. I can just go drop keys in the water. Real scams. You get it? Real money. That's just stupid. You don't fuck this up for shit you can do in the streets. You get my point? Don't be a real criminal. So I want to get to that place where you just solid and speak from the heart. You straightforward. It may come off a little rough at first. till you find your balance. But just be silent. Thank you, DL. And so, like I said, if you any race, Chinese or something, you don't have to come here and feel like, you get it? He black, so he gonna view me like this. I don't think like black people. That should be the first thing popping in your head. From there, everybody need to groom themselves. They're kind of looking at every individual as their own individual. They don't fall in no group or nothing like that. They their own special individual. You take the time out to know them. They probably gonna be a little watered down and brainwashed under whatever race that they subscribe to, but you should be beyond that where you can see them. Like I'm saying, they gonna see you from their brainwashing until they get there where they can see as you do, where they just judge every individual in their own, meaning I don't carry over the stereotypes. So white people like this, then I'm like, see a white person and I'm like, a lot of white people got more in common than me than blacks. Meaning I would probably get along better with a white woman because she ain't got no problem going out in the nature. And she ain't really got no problem getting her hands dirty. I was thinking that the other like a month ago. I'm like, damn, I might have to get a white girlfriend. They the only ones I see actually doing things I want to do. Like I said, the black women, y'all lost in Babylon for real now. So a lot of women I see doing things that I would like to do, they don't be black. You get it? So I ain't never date outside of my race, but like I said, I don't subscribe to none of that no more. And I've been that way for quite some time, so try to grasp. If you learn here, try to shake out all of that nationality stuff. That stuff we labeled under like domesticated pets. You this, you that. We like products for the city too, so don't ever lose sight of that. You a product in your city, or a product for your city. And so we was all putting out little categories, just like the food and shit in the supermarket, but you want to still be aware of these things. You got to work and you got to do what you got to do to make it, but you don't want to get lost in things where you lose your perspective. Then you lose your way out. You get it? You always keep your mind open. Yeah, I know I'm a Babylon monkey right now and I ain't got no choice. We was all born into it. So we all got to get our way out. Me too. You get it? And all that I'm doing is my way and my steps to get out. You work in your little job and you have to become aware and say, okay, I got to start putting this aside and using my way to work my way out. Like that. And everybody where they at. We all from Babylon, born in this shit. You have to become aware. As you become aware, link up with others that's aware. You lessen your load. This is what wisdom is. When you start to understand things, everything's simple when you become wise. It's not that hard. 2 heads better than 1 shit, and so on and so forth. Slowly do what you need to do and unwind from the city. I can stay separate from the city for 3-4 months straight now. I couldn't do that before. You get it? There was a time where I couldn't even stay in a house all day. I had to go outside every day. Then it got to a point where I could actually stay in the house for 1 day. I can't stay in the house for a whole week. I can't stay in the house for 3 days straight. But you get my point? I don't live near the city. You get my point? I live near wildlife reserve. So in that, I know I can go quite a while without having to go into the city if I was out in the wilderness. It wouldn't bother me none. Because I'm kind of out in the wilderness now. Just in New York City though. And so you get it? Over time, you check on your growth and things like that. I mean, y'all have to leave the city at some point. Are you gonna die in this motherfucker before your time? You're gonna need to get arrested and beat up, killed, or hit with a crazy disease. A nuke. It's endless what's gonna happen to us. But it's all that shit is. And you gonna get what you get. Some of y'all died from virus, some of y'all died from gunshots, some of y'all died in war. It's all that's for you in Babylon. You know outside of Babylon they died with their family around them. like a fucking god. What's better than that? Nigga got generations coming before him. This is when man die on his own time. So get all the youngsters, get everybody around. I think I might check out tonight. Bring all these people around. Generations. Give everybody their blessings. This ain't no Babylon thing where niggas is looking for money and shit. They got the land, they got everything. Live. You free. You get my point? And so, I have to get there. Like I said, my grandma died like that. And I'm the last one to see her. And so I asked if she wanted to die, like if she was scared. She was telling me like, nah, I'm ready to go. She was just holding on because, you know, she got a son doing time. And she worried about some of us. She's just really holding on, suffering for that. When I asked her, like, do you want to die? Like, are you scared? I said, hell no, I've been ready to go. And she let me know, like I said about her son. Hanging around for this stupid motherfucker because he keep going to jail and shit. You know? He's going to be left out here. My son been going to jail since 16, so the nigga not really an adult. You get it? Shit. If he ain't got nobody looking out for him, he ain't. Yeah. So she worried about him. Worry about me, my sister, and you know, everybody. And so I let her know, you good, everybody good. Look out for, you know, her son and whatnot. Told her, if you ready to go, when I leave, I told her what to do. So I suppose she did it, because when I left, then they said she died. So, you want to go out like that? You talk to your youngins. You go off in good spirit. Try to grasp. Y'all get there when y'all do. But you gotta kind of come outside of Babylon. Peace and wisdom, Jazz DW. I was hoping you didn't take offense when I was talking about my Prepare the Virgin ceremony thing. And I was saying that one person had got on my nerves. I wasn't talking about you. I'm straightforward. So whoever I was talking about, I told them they got on my goddamn nerves. I shouldn't even have said that to you. Shalom, y'all. I'm a good part. I'm a fucking idiot. Y'all got any questions y'all can ask, man? DL said, thank you. Your time is definitely... You giving back, big baby. I'm here telling you, silence that wisdom be deep. You giving back, man. You just saying that? I was starting y'all with real talk. You just telling me that my wisdom mad deep blood, or you for real? Cause you ain't getting back shit. I'm fucking hungry, nigga. What's going on? Now I'm about to depart. Y'all enjoy y'all Sunday. Try not to end up in jail. Try not to be on here surfing too much. It'll make you dumb. Salam, shalom.